Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today we're at Far East Square, going to try some food like this, and of course the traditional Singaporean breakfast, this. So join me in Far East Square, well actually more like one street called China Street, where we're going to try all these foods. So let's get going, let's eat! How to get there? First of all, we're actually at Telok Ayer MRT station, which is on the downtown line, heading towards exit B for Bangkok. So once you get out for the gantry, you turn left, okay, and you head towards the escalator, and you take the escalator up all the way. When you reach the top of the escalator, you should be in front of a PwC building, and on your left it should be Telok Ayer Street. Okay, so what are you going to do is you're going to walk down the steps here. Okay, you're going to U-turn around, so you turn right and you go all the way around and walk back, heading towards the main road. So that's where you need to go to, the main road. Okay. As you can see in front here is actually the Telok Ayer MRT station, exit A in front of you. But we're going to turn right instead. Okay, and cross the road here at the traffic light. And keep walking along the road. Okay, so basically we're going to go straight in this direction. In front of us there's actually a construction site. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to build a hotel here. Okay, but we're going to keep walking along the main road. Okay, keep walking straight. All the way. Okay. This is where we came from earlier. Okay. I think that was Amoy Street, and over there is Club Street. Okay, so we're going to keep walking straight this direction. Actually, on towards your right is actually Far East Square already, but because there's actually a building here, so you can't actually walk through. So what you need to do is you need to go down the street here, and when you reach here, this is actually China Street, so you turn right. So you don't need to cross the road, you just turn right here and walk all the way down. Okay, so basically there are actually 3 shops that are going to visit here on this street itself. So one thing about this street is this street has a lot of pre-World War II shop houses, and the shops are actually in the shop house itself. The first shop is actually over here itself. You have the outside seating on at the side here, and this is the place called Seng wonton noodles. Okay, this is the first shop. Okay, if you walk down a few shops down, is the next shop you're going to go to, which is Hock Lam Beef noodles, which is over this shop here. And if you continue walking down all the way, which you're going to reach soon, is the Kun Toast shop. So basically this is the shop where the original Kun Toast original shop moved to this location. So this is actually the location of the original Kun Toast shop. Let's start with this shop here, which is called Seng wonton noodles. They don't only sell wonton noodles, they also sell hor fun. Okay, hor fun is like flat rice noodles, but I'm going to try their wonton noodles because that's what they're actually well known for. Supposedly before they moved here, this shop was actually situated at a coffee shop outside the old National Library. This is the wonton noodles itself. This is the typical egg noodles with char siu and some vegetables with a little bit of sauce, together with a bowl of soup and wontons. The wontons are dumplings. These are the noodles itself. Okay, I tried the noodles. The noodles itself was a little bit disappointing. It was trying to have a nice chewy texture, but I suspect that it was actually slightly overcooked until the noodles itself was a bit chalky and didn't really have a very nice chew texture. But they did try to do it, and unfortunately somehow I felt that they have a nice delicious sauce that goes very well with the wonton noodles, but there wasn't enough sauce for the wonton noodles. And the soup itself, it was a bit under salted. If they put a bit more salt into the soup, it would taste better. And yeah, but the wonton was just okay only. So overall, this dish is just a bit of a disappointment. I was actually expecting much better from here. Next up, we are going to go to Hock Lam Beef noodles. This is also another well-known beef noodle shop in Singapore. The shop itself is actually just a few doors down from Seng, which is over here. Okay, this shop itself is actually more than 100 years old, and they actually have a few branches around Singapore. Okay, and they serve their beef noodles two ways. You can have it doing the Teochew way, which is with the soup, or the more popular Hainanese fashion, which is dry, with like a thick starchy gravy, which I chose the Hainanese style, which is over here. So this is the beef noodles. Came the noodles, a bowl of soup, okay, and then some chili sauce and some condiments. Okay, so first of all, the sauce itself is very nice and thick. I really like it, and there's also a deep fried garlic taste in the sauce itself. Okay. The noodles itself is not bad. It still has a bit of a bite to it and goes very well with the sauce. The sauce coats it very well. It goes everywhere in the sauce, and when you eat it, you get the nice taste, the meaty, beefy taste, and of course the garlic aftertaste also very well. The chili sauce itself also very good. It has a nice spicy kick to it. It's also still a bit sour and spicy, and when you put your beef into it, it goes very well. It complements the taste of the beef. Okay, what types of beef you have? You have beef balls, you have beef slices, and then you also have some, I think, stomach or intestine, and it all goes very well together. Superb. I really like these beef noodles. They do it very well, and also the beef pieces itself are cooked very nicely. They are very nice and tender, and when you bite into it together with chili sauce, ooh, nice and tender. Next up is the soup itself. The soup itself what you expect it to be a diluted version of the sauce itself, but not actually. It's actually a bit of a sour, there's a bit of a sour taste profile to it that is really different than the normal soup you have. So overall, I really enjoyed this beef noodles. If you do like beef noodles, this is a very good beef noodles to come and try. Very yummy. Next up is we're going to try the food at this place called Kun Kaya Toast. Basically, they sell coffee and then kaya toast and soft-boiled eggs. So this is basically the products they sell. And we're going to eat at this shop here, which is what they call the original shop, because it's actually not really the original shop, but what happened was originally the original owner of the shop, look at the shop itself, it's a very nice retro feel to it. But anyway, basically originally this shop, the original location was actually at Telok Ayer Basin, which no longer exists. The place actually has been reclaimed. After that, they moved to Lau Pa Sat, okay, and then moved to a place called Transit Food Market, which was a place in Chinatown, and then finally moved here. Okay, so this is the, if you follow the sequence, this is where the original shop, which has been moved from different places, finally settled here. Okay, so basically, like, this is the, what I ordered was what I told you earlier: soft-boiled eggs, kaya toast. So basically, you have a piece of toast, they cut it in half, they put in either margarine or butter, and put in kaya, and then you eat it together. Your soft-boiled eggs you eat together with a dark soya sauce, and then you also have either coffee or tea with this meal. So this meal is actually what we call a traditional Singaporean breakfast. This is what Singaporeans eat for breakfast. This is the traditional breakfast. Okay, so basically what you do is you take a toast, okay, you dip it into your eggs, okay, and then you eat it together. It goes very well. And then after that, you drink your coffee. So this, my friends, is what you call a traditional Singaporean breakfast. Very good. They do the eggs here very well, the toast very well, and the coffee very well. A good place to come to try if you have not tried a traditional Singaporean breakfast. So this is our review of some of the food at Far East Square. Okay, right smack in the middle of the CBD area. There are lots of other restaurants to eat, a lot of restaurants, Japanese restaurants, Italian restaurants, Thai restaurants, Vietnamese restaurants, a wide variety of food here to eat. But I brought you to try some of the local foods that's still available, still accessible in our CBD area. So I hope you enjoyed that. So I keep saying so. Anyway, you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to join me for my next food adventure. Bye bye.